All right, let's just get right into it, shall we? Welcome to The Explainer. I'm Trainer Miko, and look, today we're skipping straight past all that basic beginner fluff. You already know how to build a cute little to-do list, right? Today, we are getting down to the nitty-gritty. We're talking about the actual real-world cost of doing business in Notion. Whether you're an aspiring virtual staff member, an established VA, or just someone trying to wrangle a client's chaotic digital life without going broke, you really need to know what this tool is actually going to cost you. So grab your coffee, settle in, because we are auditing these price tags today.
So, here's the million-dollar question. Well, actually, scratch that. It's the $0 question. Can you actually run your freelance business for free? Because Notion advertises this big, beautiful free tier, and it's super tempting to just assume free means unlimited everything forever. But, as we all know in the freelance world, honey, nothing is truly unlimited unless you're just flying solo in a total vacuum. We really need to look at what happens the minute you start managing actual, real client work.
Here is our no-nonsense roadmap for this explainer. 1. The free tier for solo VAs. 2. The plus plan and when it's time to pay. 3. Business and enterprise. 4. Add-ons and extras. 5. Those sneaky fine print limits. And 6. Picking your perfect plan. Let's get moving.
Starting right off with Section 1, the free tier, which is perfect for solo VAs.
Okay, so at $0 per member per month, this free plan is really designed for individuals just organizing personal projects. But to understand where it limits you, we gotta understand Notion's absolute favorite word, the block. So what is it? A block is literally any single piece of content you drop onto a page. You hit enter and type a paragraph, bam, that's a block. A little to-do checkbox, block. An image, a snippet of code, an embedded file, block, block, block. It helps to think of your Notion page as a giant bucket of Lego bricks. Every single individual piece you pull out, that's a block.
Now, the absolute most crucial point here is how those blocks are counted. If you're just hanging out in that free plan workspace all by yourself, you get unlimited blocks. Go crazy. Build a million pages. But, and here comes the Sassy reality check, the absolute literal second you invite a client or a team member to actually collaborate in your workspace, meaning you now have 2 or more members, you hit a brick wall. The free plan enforces a super strict limit on the number of blocks a team can create. The moment you hit that limit, sure, you can read and edit existing stuff, but you literally cannot add a single new block until you pull out your credit card and upgrade. Boom, paywall.
Which brings us directly to Section 2, the plus plan. Is it time to pay?
All right, so this is where most serious virtual staff members end up finding themselves. The plus plan is exactly $10 per member per month. And remember how you pay per member, right? So if it's just you and your client hanging out in the workspace, that's 2 seats. But for that $10 a month, what exactly is forcing your hand to upgrade? You know, aside from that whole block limit thing.
5 megabytes. I really want you to let that sink in for a second. On the free plan, you are strictly limited to uploading files, images, and videos that are 5 megabytes or smaller. Now, let's be real here. 5 megabytes is barely enough for a decent high-res headshot, let alone a 50 megabyte client webinar video, right? Or a massive PDF presentation, or some huge zip file of social media graphics. In the VA world, a 5 megabyte limit isn't just an annoyance, it's an absolute deal breaker.
And honestly, this is exactly why the Plus plan is usually non-negotiable. Just look at these perks. You get unlimited file uploads with a massive cap of about 5 gigabytes per file. Goodbye, 5 megabyte restriction. You also get a 30-day page history, which is an absolute safety net, and we're going to talk more about that in a minute. You get those unlimited collaborative blocks, so you and your client can actually work freely. Plus, you get to remove all that Notion branding from public forms, and you can create unlimited charts to visualize your database data. For $10 a month, it genuinely unlocks the exact tools a professional VA needs to manage a client without wanting to pull their hair out.
Moving on up to Section 3, business and enterprise levels. The corporate level.
Now, I'm going to cover this just so you're fully informed, but spoiler alert for my solo freelancers out there, you can safely put your credit cards away for this part. The business plan doubles the price to $20 per member per month, and it's really recommended for growing businesses trying to streamline teamwork. Then, way at the top, you have the enterprise plan, which has that mysterious custom pricing, where you actually have to contact their sales team to get a quote. That's strictly for massive organizations operating at a huge scale.
Just look at this list of what I like to call corporate alphabet soup. SAML, single sign-on, SIM API user provisioning, advanced workspace analytics, connecting to CM and DLP tools. Listen, unless you're a VA managing an agency with hundreds of employees and super strict corporate compliance laws, you literally do not need this.
The only slightly tempting features here are private team spaces and granular database permissions. You know, the stuff that lets you hide specific rows from certain collaborators. But for $20 a head, a solo VA and a small client can usually figure out a workaround on the Plus plan for sure. All right, Section 4, Add-ons and Extras. Let's talk hidden costs.
Let's get into the juicy stuff. Because here's the plot twist, folks. Even if your core workspace is sitting pretty on the free tier, there are shiny new add-ons that are absolutely going to cost you extra. And that magic number? It's $10. Specifically, an extra $10 per member per month to fully unlock the Notion AI Assistant across your workspace. AI is basically the hottest thing in tech right now, and Notion has integrated it deeply into everything. But let me tell you, it is not a free ride.
Here's exactly how they get you. Step 1, they let you try the AI capabilities for free. You can use it to generate documents, summarize long, boring meeting notes, autofill your databases, or just chat with it to find answers. It's honestly kind of magical. Step 2, you inevitably hit the limit of that trial, and suddenly you realize you're completely hooked on the convenience of having an AI draft your client emails for you. Step 3, bam, you got to pay $10 a month per seat for Notion AI Core. Oh, and you know what? If you want to use their brand new custom agents that autonomously handle repetitive tasks in the background, yeah, that's another $10 per 1,000 monthly credits. And AI isn't the only extra thing you got to watch out for. What if you want to publish a beautiful Notion page to the web as your professional VA portfolio, but you really want to remove that clunky Notion branding and use your very own custom domain? Well, that is a completely separate fee. It's $8 a month per domain if you pay for the whole year up front, or $10 a month if you're paying monthly. Just keep in mind that customizing your professional image carries its own separate price tag completely outside of your main workspace plan.
Moving to Section 5, the fine print limits. Gotta watch those sneaky restrictions.
As a professional, part of your job is protecting your client's wallet, right? So you really need to know about these sneaky little limitations hidden in the fine print. The crucial difference you need to understand is between a member and a guest. Members, they cost money on paid plans. Guests are completely free of charge, but they can only access individual pages that you explicitly invite them to, not the whole workspace. Now, on the free plan, you're limited to a maximum of 10 external guests. Honestly, this is totally great if your client just works with a couple of contractors here and there. But if you suddenly need to share specific pages with 11, 20, or even 100 different external vendors or partners, you're going to have to upgrade to a paid plan, which finally gives you unlimited guests.
And here is perhaps the most important feature for a VA that's hidden in the fine print: page history. Just imagine this for a second. Your client accidentally highlights an entire critical master database and hits delete. Just gone. On the free plan, you can only restore content up to 7 days in the past. If you don't catch that mistake in a week, honey, that data is gone forever. On the Plus plan, though, you get a 30-day safety net. On the business plan, it's 90 days, and Enterprise gets unlimited history. Honestly, for my money, upgrading to Plus just for that 30 days of pure peace of mind is worth the $10 all by itself.
All right, final stop. Section 6, picking your perfect plan. Time to make your choice. Okay, so you now have the full picture of the whole pricing structure. And I want to leave you with this really great quote from Nick Ernberger over at OpenAI, straight from Notion's own site. He says, "There's power in a single platform where you can do all your work out of." And you know what? He's absolutely right. Centralizing all your clients' work into Notion is incredibly powerful and so efficient. But the real power for a virtual staff member comes from knowing exactly which tier provides the best value without overpaying. So start on the free plan. Use it until you hit that dreaded block limit or you need to upload some massive video file, and then confidently bump up to the $10 Plus plan. So, I leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to audit your client's workspace? Go take a look at their setup today. Are they throwing away $20 a month for business features they don't even use? Or maybe they're struggling on a free plan because they have no idea that just $10 unlocks unlimited uploads and a literal 30-day backup? You are the expert now. Get in there, apply this knowledge, and show them you know exactly how to manage the real cost of doing business. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I will catch you in the next one.